Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode on Finding Cat, and this is episode number 3, and this episode is brought to you by my free 31-day gratitude challenge. So if you have been feeling super duper stressed and more reactive than ever, like the world is low-key conspiring against you, and you want a more positive and abundant mindset, then click the link in my bio to subscribe and join this amazing challenge. So today's episode is about 5 ways to overcome anxiety, surprising you. So out of nowhere, anxiety decided to hit me like a truck. As always, it's normal to not be okay. You're not supposed to always be okay. There's always a storm. Like, it's not supposed to always be sunny. And it's not supposed to always be raining. There needs to be a balance. There needs to be that yin and yang. And I'll get into another episode on figuring out your anxiety triggers and how to relieve them, but sometimes you'll just be doing something and it just comes over you, and it's like, what do you do? It's like on full panic mode. It's like, oh my god, I'm feeling like this. Like, how do I take care of this? What do I do for this? Like, how am I supposed to feel better? And when I used to get anxiety, like at work and stuff, I would be like, oh my god, here we go again. Like, here we go again. And it was so uncomfortable for me, but I was so afraid to speak up. And when things like that happen at work, you need to stop whatever you are doing. And that is one of my ways to overcome anxiety. Surprising you is to stop whatever you are doing. Because right now, you're not in the right mind to be doing what you are doing. Thank God for Finding Cat, but I was working on some emails and I just could not work on the emails. I don't know why, but I just couldn't handle it. So I had to stop. I had to just stop whatever I was doing. I had to, because it just wasn't right for me. I remember when I had to serve ice cream crying. Like, I just found some bad news. I broke down, but I still had to close the store. It sucked, and then I had to go to work tomorrow morning, and it was a loop of just, to be honest. I remember at one of my other jobs, I was a server, and one of the security guards who wasn't wearing a security outfit started following me, and I was gonna book it because a white tall man is following me. If you don't know, I am 4'11". I am very, very, very short. And he's just following me, and he corners me in my own job. And I broke down because I was so afraid. I was so afraid that he just got through, because he was wearing like a regular shirt, regular pants. Maybe he had a badge, but I didn't, what the was I supposed to look for his badge, look around, show him that I saw him following me? No, I literally passed him, he turned around, started following me. I go to the managers and tell them about this, and they kind of literally told me it was my fault. It was my fault for feeling like this, and they also wrote me up, and one of the managers gave it to me in front of everyone, which is against policy, and I could have gotten him fired for that, but I did not, because there was no reason for that. They ended up not giving it to me because of how hurt I was and how stressed out I was. But literally, they had me serving people after freaking a breakdown, bro. I was breaking down for a good 2 hours, and they still made me go to serve tables. And then, like, they have the audacity to be like, oh, are you okay? What the do you think? They would not get someone to take my shift or just divide my shift. My health did not matter to them at that moment, because all they're thinking about is money. And if your server is serving you while they're crying, do you think that's great customer service? It is not. So I wanted to come here and mention that it is not wrong, no matter where you are, to just stop. It is, if you get anxiety in the car, it's okay to pull over, gather yourself, and be like, okay, what's wrong? It's okay to stop work and be like, yo, I need 10 minutes, I need 5 minutes, I need 30 minutes. Oh, we'll mark it off for your paycheck, blah, blah, blah. Okay, my health matters. Do you want me to still work here, or do you want me to leave right now? Like, take care of yourself. Use your voice. Talk even though you're shaking. Let them know, like, yo, that's not respectful. I remember this beautiful server, her name was Heather, And she took my shifts. Thank you. I'm still super, super grateful for that. And I remember staying up till 2 a.m. writing a letter to the owner. And I actually ended up talking to the owner. Even though I was crying, I was shaking, bro. I was shaking speaking to this man. I explained to him how he made me feel like shit. And to be honest, I feel like after that, he had more respect for me because he ended up resolving the problem after I ended up leaving. And again, I'm grateful for that as well. But during that moment in that situation, it was wrong for them to keep me there, especially with how I was acting. I was not in the right mind to serve like that and to give people great customer service when I'm breaking down crying. So if you ever need, let's say if anxiety just hits you during work, right? If you ever need a break, just go to the bathroom. Be like, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. And if they sit here and tell you you can't, that's against law. So just letting you know. They can't deny you of using the bathroom, even if you're not on break. So if you're getting anxiety, be like, yo, I need 10 minutes to myself. I need to go. You don't even have to tell them you're having anxiety. Just be like, hey, may I use the bathroom? And use the bathroom and go. And if you have to cry and if you break down, go ahead. And if it's too much for you, then you can get up and leave. And guess what? If they tell you no for you taking a bathroom break, 1, against law, but 2, tell them like, yo, my anxiety is getting real bad. And if they still tell you no, then you could get your and leave because nobody deserves to disrespect you like that. So let's say in most scenarios, what will most likely happen is you say, hey, I need to go use the bathroom. I need a little bit. And the manager will allow you. When you go to the bathroom, breathe. When you stop whatever you are doing, if you're in your car, if you're in your house, no matter what, just stop whatever you're doing, go to a safe place and breathe and just catch your breath. How I breathe is by breathing in the nose, keeping my shoulders relaxed, and breathing out my mouth. I know that you're probably like, I know how to breathe, and I'm pretty sure you do know how to breathe. When I am stressed and I have anxiety, it's like, it's hard to catch my breath, if that makes sense, because I'm just like, what's happening? What's going on? And it's like, everything's tensed, and it's like, yo, breathe in through your nose, relax your shoulders, and breathe out your mouth, and you are okay. You are okay. This will pass. These feelings you are feeling will pass. Okay? Don't feel like this will last forever, because it won't. Relax. Yes, your first few breaths may come out shaky, and it may be hard, and you may not know how to control your breath, especially during anxiety. And it's okay. We're all learning. It took me a while. I used to have anxiety attacks, and I could not catch my breath. Like, I just couldn't. I could not. And it took me a while. I'm 19 now, and sometimes having an anxiety attack, it's still hard for me to catch my breath. I still need to start thinking, okay, what do I need to do? Like, because so much stuff is happening. So many things are happening. And I truly advise you that if you are prone to getting anxiety here and there, just keep these little notes on your phone. Like, all these notes I'm giving you, keep that on your phone, so when you're sitting here like, I don't know what to do because everything is just going on in your mind, you can pull out your phone and just read, okay, stop whatever I'm doing, okay, stop, and breathe, okay, breathe, and then whatever way you feel like letting it out, let it out. And that is the third point. If you want to scream now, I don't think screaming in your boss's bathroom is the smartest thing. But if you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream, go into your car. Be like, leave the bathroom, go into your car, and just scream. Let it out. Let it out through tears. Let it out through writing. Let it out through screaming. Let it out through freaking... Shoot, if you have a punching bag, punch that shit. Like, let it out. Do not keep it in. Oh my God. There's this quote. I apologize. There's this quote, and I'm gonna find it. It's from Book of Bloods. It's like this Hulu show, which was really, really weird, to be honest. Okay, well, I can't find it, but I think it went as there's more room out there than there is in there. And I kind of took that as like, she's right. Like, even though the old lady ended up being very, very crazy, she said something that was, to me, super knowledgeable, was there's more room out there than there is in there. And that's why you need to let things out. If you need to go for a run, if you need a shower, if you need to just go to sleep, whatever you need to do, let it out. Why breathing is first. Don't let your emotions take over you. You are more than your emotions. You have to take a hold of your emotions. You have to be like, okay, I'm feeling this. I need to stop this. I need to breathe, control myself. Okay, like, what is this? What is happening? How do I feel? Tears are coming out. Okay, let me just cry and just cry. And because you controlled your breathing once, if it gets out of hand, you can always control it again. But just remember, breathe. Like, that's a big thing. Like, catch your breath. If you need to stop at certain points and go back to the breathing, that is perfectly fine. It's what works for you, but please, please breathe, because I personally tend to get out of hand with my breathing and it just gets too much. And I said this a little bit before, but understand that you are okay and that this will pass. And that is my fourth point. Understand it is okay to feel like this. Whatever reason you may be feeling this, it is okay to feel what you are feeling. And know that it will pass. I recently got into a car accident. My car was totaled, but everyone gratefully was okay. But I remember when it hit, literally, like, I thought I was gonna die. Like, oh my God, if my boyfriend did not turn the car the way he turned it to save us, like, save me, because it was gonna hit me. And the way that car indented my car, I would have been knocked out unconscious. I know it. I remember being in that car, and at first I was like, what just happened? Because you're in fucking shock. And I just started breaking down crying. And I was shaking, and I literally could not, like, my boyfriend almost had to, like, pick me up out of the car because all I could do was shake. And I kept having a lot of flashbacks. And I really had to put myself in, like, hey, like, I'm okay. Like, thank God I am okay. This will pass. It's a little thing that happened. It will pass. So will everything else. That feeling you're feeling, that feeling that feels like you are drowning low-key, that will pass. And you need to tell that to yourself. That is something. Be like, I'm okay. This will pass. I'm okay. This will pass. And breathe. Breathe with it. Because I know, like, if I start saying something, I may, like, say it so many times that, like, I stop breathing again. Like, I need to regain my breath. I need to control how everything is getting heightened. And it's okay. It is okay. I'm here to tell you it is okay. I'm here to tell you that it will pass. I'm here to tell you that it's normal. It's freaking normal. I think I read something, I believe 40 million people deal with anxiety. That makes me feel like I'm not alone. That makes me feel like, hey, like, there's groups out there, there's people out there, there's books written out there that will help me. And it's such an amazing thing that there's so many people who can help you, who are going through what you're going through. And it's okay. It's gonna pass. Like, seriously, like, I'm gonna repeat it multiple times, but it will pass. It is gonna pass. Those emotions, those feelings, how you feel, like, it will. You are okay. You really are okay. Now, you see, we stopped what we were doing. We caught our breath multiple times. We let out what we needed to let out. We understand that it is okay with how we're feeling and that it will pass. Now, write it down. And why I say write it down is just like the quote from the Books of Blood, there's more room out here than there is in there. And I think it's great to put in your notes like what you're feeling, and maybe you can figure out like what triggered you through that. When I have anxiety, I do a lot of audio files, and it helps me not feel alone. It really helps me. I'm talking to myself. It's like I'm like, oh my God, like this is too much. I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. And then like I keep saying all this bad and putting all this bad out here. And then after regaining my breath, after understanding, I'm like, wait, like I can do it. Like this is just a little mess up. It's okay. Like life will go on. When I got into the car accident, I was having anxiety that my parents were gonna hate me. I was like, oh my God, I let down my parents, blah, blah, blah. Like, disregard everything I've done in my freaking 19 years of life. This car accident is gonna ruin everything. Like, that's what I believed. And that's not true. Realistically, you could be the best driver, and if someone sucks at driving and someone hits you, someone hits you. Don't think your life is over. Please, please don't. Don't let it stress you out, really. I'll talk more about my car accident and about everything with that and how I dealt with my anxiety during my car accident, because that was real bad. It took a lot. It did. And that's okay. That's also what I'm here to say. Like, this is to help you. Like, use this and change it to how it's gonna help you. Because these are just the tips that help me. But understand I'm not perfect. Understand that car accident, because it's a car accident, because my car was totaled, it's going to take a while. People are going to keep asking me questions about it. People are going to be like, oh my God, you lost your car. Like, it's going to be a while till people stop talking about it, and till it stops hurting me and being a problem to me. So the car is a materialistic thing. I'm so grateful for that car, though. Like, literally, that was my baby, bro. Like, she has gone through so much with me, and I'm so grateful for that car. I really am. And she served her purpose, and she protected. She protected each and every one of us, and I have to be thankful, because that car hit us real bad. And those are my 5 ways to overcome anxiety surprising you. It's stop whatever you are doing. Breathe. Whatever you feel like letting out, let it out. Understand you're okay and this will pass, and write it out or speak it out. Just record it in any way, shape, or form so you can go back on it. Not to remember that pain, but to be like, okay, why did this happen? Because if you don't take control of your emotions, they'll take control of you, and you're more powerful than that. So to wrap it all up, I'm super grateful for you listening to this episode and to future episodes, and I hope to resolve those everyday burdens by helping you unify your mind, body, and spirit to reach true well-being. Remember to subscribe. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment if you loved my energy and if I helped you in any way, shape, or form, because I really would love to know. These episodes do kind of hit like me talking about my car. Like, I kind of want to cry, so I may take a break before I record the next episode, but I truly do want to know, because it feels good to know that I helped someone in some way, shape, or form, and that's what we're here for. That's what I'm saying. There's a community. Yeah, there's sadly 40 million people who have gone through anxiety, and I don't know how the amount of people who go through anxiety like every day. Just know that if you ever need someone, you can always DM me on my Instagram, or shoot me an email, and I will answer to the best of my ability and as quick as possible, because I really am here to help you with anything. Always remember that you got this, you're amazing, and I cannot wait to talk to you in the next episode. Thank you a bunch for listening, and see you soon.